Hello everyone. How are you all doing today? I hope you're doing great. Welcome back to another exciting session of learning English and improving your speaking skills. I am Shanti, your English tutor. Today's lesson is going to be fantastic because I'm going to share 15 essential words that you must know to speak fluent English. Knowing these words will make your English amazing and help you express yourself more confidently. Why are these words important? Because words are the building blocks of communication. The words I've chosen for today are commonly used in everyday conversations, not just in formal or written English. They're part of advanced English and will elevate your speaking skills significantly. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That way, you'll never miss out on any of the lessons I post. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who want to improve their English too. Alright, let's jump into these 15 amazing words that will help you speak fluent English. Are you ready? Let's get started. Word number 1, listen carefully to everybody. It's rosy. Now you must think rosy is a very easy word. That's kind of a shade of a color. The pinkish shade, pinkish hue, that is true. But do you know rosy has another meaning? Let me share a sentence with you because we will learn everything in a meaningful way. Today's lesson is to learn new words by using them in sentences. This way, you will be better able to use the words when you speak. So the sentence is, the prospect of signing this deal seems rosy. That means if a situation is rosy, if something is rosy, that means it indicates success or happiness, something that is going to be hopeful in a positive way. So a rosy situation means a successful situation, a situation that will bring success, happiness, full of promises, a promising situation. Rosy is a very positive word, and it is used to describe a situation, a positive situation. So if a situation is positive, you say that's a rosy situation. Or you can also say that you felt rosy. Right, you can also describe it as a feeling, but most of the time this is described as a situation. Another example sentence could be that the financial condition of the company is rosy. We got a rosy opportunity to go and watch the match. Our day was rosy as we went out for a movie. So now it's your turn. You have to make sentences on your own. Now till then, let's move on to the next word. Word number 2, listen, everybody. Meticulous. Repeat after me. Meticulous. Yes, once again, meticulous. Now, let's hear it in a sentence. She was meticulous in preparing the report, ensuring there were no errors. She was meticulous in preparing the report, ensuring there were no errors. Meticulous means being extremely careful and paying attention to every detail. For example, in the sentence above, the person worked with great care to make sure the report was perfect. Another example, the artist was meticulous while painting, making sure every stroke was perfect. Meticulous is used when describing someone who does something with great precision and accuracy. Word number 3 is delusion. Now repeat for pronunciation. Delusion. Once again, delusion. That's amazing. Now delusion, I think that is something you're familiar with. We hear it a lot. You need to come out of your delusion and accept the reality. So delusion is basically a situation that we have created in our minds, which is not real. It's fake. So delusion can be anything, specifically when you know about the facts. You have an idea that this could be false. Still, you are believing those false things. That's delusion, that people are living in a delusion. So you're believing that it's a delusion. They are living in a delusion. So that is if a person knows that the prospect of that person getting promoted is kind of non-existent light. They are not much because there are other contenders who might have performed better. Now still this person is thinking that, no, I will get promoted even after knowing that the other person or the other contenders performed better, and they are not accepting the reality. When they're living this delusion that I'm going to get promoted, that is a kind of delusion that you know about the facts. Still, you want to live in that fantasy or the fake word that you've created. That is delusion. So yeah, you use this word now correctly. Another sentence could be, he's being delusional to think that he will get promoted. He is being delusional to think that he will get promoted. So delusional is basically the kind of adjective you're using, and delusion is the noun. Same word but different versions. So we know that we can use a word in a lot of many ways. Delusion, delusional, when you don't want to accept the reality, so that is the word. Word number 4, listen, everybody, futile, futile. Now repeat after me, futile, futile. All her efforts to make the project were futile as it rained heavily the next day. So all her efforts to make a great science project were futile because it rained heavily the next day. Futile means useless. Futile means that whatever you have done, it's useless, not of any use, kind of went in vain, where everything was useless, not purposeful. Your efforts for this project will become futile if you do not add more members to your team. That means use less. If you don't sum up this assignment on the deadline, your assignment will become futile. So the assignment is going to be futile because the teacher might not accept the assignment after the due date, after the end date, and hence the assignment is futile. No use of the assignment after that, something that has become useless or a useless situation. Word number 5. Word number 5 is fiasco. Listen carefully, fiasco, fiasco. This word is kind of popular these days. When you speak English, you'll hear it a lot in spoken English. Repeat after me. Fiasco, fiasco. Okay, what is the meaning of fiasco? Let's listen to the sentence first. The whole meeting ended up in a fiasco. The whole meeting ended up in a fiasco. So fiasco is basically a kind of disaster. Not a natural disaster, obviously. A disaster means kind of a very bad situation. Something that ends up in a bad situation. Or not as expected, you can say kind of a mess. When you want to say that this situation is such a mess, we are not able to understand what is happening. What happened? And a complete failure, as you can see. So the whole meeting ended up in a fiasco, maybe because people were not able to make a decision. There were so many conflicting ideas that the meeting ended up in an argument and no result. That means it's a fiasco, right? A complete failure, disaster of a situation. So it's used a lot in business English. It's used a lot to describe a situation, anything that is happening. Fiasco is always used about a situation, a particular situation, or a particular happening. Another example could be the party turned into a fiasco because two people started arguing. The party turned into a fiasco because two people started arguing. So fiasco is like kind of, everything was going great, and then suddenly everything went downhill. Everything was a mess, so fiasco. Word number 6, listen, everybody. Root. Root. Now root is very easy, it's simple. Root is basically the base of any plant, right? The long roots that go inside the land, the soil, and that helps a plant grow. That is the meaning of root. But root has another meaning in conversational English. Root also means the cause of something, specifically the cause of any problematic situation, the cause of any problem. Why something is happening, and there is also a particular phrase which is known as root cause. So root is basically when you want to find out what has led to a particular situation. The beginning of something, where everything began from. What was the cause? The reason, that is root. For example, we need to find the root cause of the delay immediately. Let's organize a meeting to discuss the root of this particular issue. So root of the issue means the cause of the issue. What is causing this particular issue? So root cause is a phrase that we use a lot, and root means the base or the cause of a particular issue, situation, or problem. Word number 7, listen, everybody. Word number 7 is exaggerate. Exaggerate. Now repeat after me. Exaggerate. Exaggerate. Now what is exaggerate? Do not exaggerate the situation by adding unnecessary details. Do not exaggerate the situation by adding unnecessary details. Exaggerate is basically to make it seem larger than reality, kind of magnify the thing. For example, you bought something and you are going to exaggerate the price of that particular thing. So that is kind of exaggerating the thing. You get to attend an event and you tell details about it that were not true. and you are exaggerating, that means you are adding something that is more than what the event was. That means you are exaggerating, making it seem larger than the reality, in reality what it was. For example, imagine you cooked a simple homemade meal. But when telling your friends about it, you describe it as if it was a gourmet dish from a fancy restaurant, or maybe you bought a budget-friendly phone. But you talk about it as if it's the latest premium flagship model with all the high-end features. It is like exaggerating the thing. The 8th number word is euphoria. Euphoria. Repeat after me. Euphoria. Now euphoria. She felt a rush of euphoria when she finally received her dream job offer. Yes, euphoria is basically feeling extremely happy about something. When you are extremely happy, it is a sense of happiness, a sense of achievement, excitement for something, a particular situation, and it arises due to a particular situation. For example, the students were euphoric to know their results. My friend was caught up in euphoria after getting admission into her dream college. Euphoria is basically that sense of extreme happiness that you experience because you have achieved something great. So it produces from a moment of greatness. For example, winning a match is basically a big deal. Getting admission into your dream college is a big deal. Getting great results after an exam is a big deal. So all these situations can be described as euphoric situations where you experience extreme happiness, the feeling of being elated, feeling like you are at the top of the world. That kind of feeling, that is euphoria. Word number 9, listen, everybody. Blemish. Repeat after me. Blemish. Yes, once again, blemish. Excellent. Now blemish for that you need to hear the sentence. There was no blemish on her beautiful white dress. There was no blemish on her beautiful white dress. Now blemish on a white dress means a mark or a spot. So blemish is basically to spoil an appearance by a spot or a mark, and that spoils the appearance of something. So a blemish can be the spot of an ink on the white dress. It can be the spot of something that you eat, it might have fallen. So there was no blemish on her beautiful white dress. So it was not spoiled without any mark, without any spot. So blemish is like a spot in the appearance. Blemish is also used for situations. For example, a particular situation is spoiled by a particular action. You can say its blemish means everything was so good, everything was going so well, then something happened and that was a blemish in the whole event or the whole situation. For example, everything is going well. You might be deciding on a project and suddenly one of the team members who is performing well and giving ideas is changed and replaced by somebody else. So you still have the project, everything is going well. And because that one person was replaced, you were not able to meet the deadline because that person took a little bit of time to get adjusted to this particular project. That means the changing of the team members was a blemish as the team missed the due date for the project. So that is how you're forming the sentences for the word blemish, so it's a word that you can use anytime. You want to refer to a situation or you want to talk about the appearance, the clothes. Word number 10, listen carefully, everybody. Inevitable. Inevitable. Repeat after me. Inevitable. Inevitable. The appointment of a new CEO was an inevitable decision. The appointment of a new CEO was an inevitable decision. Inevitable means something that you cannot avoid at any cost, that is bound to happen. Some things in life are inevitable. Some things in life are bound to happen. You have no control over them. They will happen. They are inevitable. So inevitable is something that you cannot stop from happening. It is bound to happen, and sometimes you use it for situations where you know that this is going to happen. This might happen. For example, the appointment of a new CEO was an inevitable decision, because they might need a new CEO for that particular position. The recent CEO might be retiring. Whatever was happening. So inevitable decision. Something that you cannot stop from happening. Something that is a requirement, that was bound to happen. Whatever may be the situation, it was bound to happen. Working for extra hours is inevitable if you are going to take up this project. So inevitable, that is bound to happen. We have to work for extra hours. We know that from the beginning, inevitable. Something that is bound to happen. Something that you know will happen. Something that you cannot stop at any cost. Word number 11. Listen, everybody. Charisma. Charisma. Now repeat after me. Charisma. Charisma. There is a charisma in the way she talks, so there is charisma in the way she talks. One more sentence. He has such a charismatic personality. Charisma, or charismatic, basically is the power. Charisma is the power to influence people, to attract people positively, to influence them. So the great leaders in the world, they have a charismatic personality. That is why people are influenced. That is why they can have that influence on the world. The great leaders, for example, people in power, they have a charismatic personality. They have a charisma. When someone talks and you want to listen to them, because they have charisma in their personality, their voice, it is charismatic. Their voice can be charismatic. So charisma is basically the power to influence people in a very positive manner. For example, if I want to say, a charismatic personality, like I told you about the leaders, the great leaders in the world, and all of the people who establish big businesses, like around the world, people have done that, the founders, and all that, they have that personality. That is why they were able to create such a responsibility. That is why they were able to create such a big thing. So charisma, a charismatic personality. Word number 12. Listen, everybody. Lure. Lure. Now repeat after me. Lure. Lure. She was lured into accepting the job due to a high salary package. Basically, lure is to attract somebody to do something by offering something to that person. It is like you are making somebody compelled to do something by offering them something in return. You are luring them into something. And often it is also used to say that something has been done. Luring them to do something. For example, if you want maybe an assignment, your friend has a good assignment, and you lured your friend to help you with the assignment, so that is something that you can say. So lure is to attract somebody to do something for you, and you offer them something in return, kind of a deal you can say. But not on the front. In the front, you can say that it is particularly a deal. But kind of a deal, if you think about it. For example, they launched a new campaign to lure customers. They launched a new advertisement campaign to lure customers. So what are advertisements? They are basically to lure customers, so that they can go buy that particular thing. Purchase that particular thing. Advertisements are one of the most basic concepts. You can understand the meaning of this particular word lure, because once you see the particular ad, especially children, if they see the advertisement for this particular toy or something, they are so much lured to it that they ask their parents to purchase it. They are too attracted to it, right? So they offer you things. For example, if we are talking about a particular moisturizer, so they're going to offer you glowing skin. That is like they are luring you, giving you something in return. That is the meaning of lure. One more thing can be the charm of something, right? The charm of a place or something. For example, the lure of the city lies in its green forests. So the lure of something. That means the charm of something, specifically used to talk about a particular place for its natural beauty. Word number 13. Listen carefully, everybody. Wary. Wary. Repeat after me. Wary. Wary. And now this is not very much no. Now what is the meaning? Let me give you an example sentence for that. She was wary of investing in the new business because it seemed too risky. She was wary of investing in the new business because it seemed too risky. To be wary is to be cautious of something, like to avoid something, to be aware, or to be cautious, like you think about it before doing that particular thing, and you are protecting yourself from doing that particular thing, or you are cautious enough not to do it. That is being wary. So you think about the situation, you analyze whether it is right or not. Should you do it or not? That is being wary of a situation, or somebody, or something. So she is wary of approaching new people in the town. A person who has just shifted to a new town, maybe because of the job. The person is wary of approaching people because don't know what would be the reaction of people. What would they say? So she is kind of wary of the particular situation and everything. You can also say it is like you do not trust a situation or trust somebody completely. So, being wary means you are being cautious, and that means you are not trusting a particular situation, or maybe a person, somebody completely. For example, the cat was wary of approaching the new dog in the house, so worry is to be cautious about something. Word number 14. Listen, everybody. Vibrant. Vibrant. Repeat after me. Vibrant. The painting was full of vibrant colors, so vibrant means bright. Bright, and it also means to be full of excitement, energy, enthusiasm. So when you feel enthusiastic after looking at a particular painting, if you look at a painting that is full of bright colors, you will feel a sense of positivity from that particular painting, won't you? Look at the vibrant flowers spread over the garden. So vibrant flowers, kind of full of life, beautiful, colorful. No, with bright colors, the vibrant flowers. She has such a vibrant personality, so vibrant is basically full of life. This person is always exciting and spreads positive energy. When you are around them, you can feel their happy personality. Yes, that is vibrant. Vibrant personality. Vibrant is anything in any situation that is enthusiastic, full of energy, full of colors, full of life. That is vibrant. Word number 15. Word number 15 is to listen, everybody. Enigmatic. Enigmatic. Repeat after me. Enigmatic. Once more. Enigmatic. Listen to the sentence. We participated in a treasure hunt, which was an enigmatic experience for us. He has an enigmatic personality. She is kind of an enigma to everybody. So enigmatic is mysterious, something that has that aura of mystery to it. That the person, for example, in two words, who have great personalities are considered enigmatic or enigma because they keep to themselves yet they have a great personality. So people often think about them that okay, this person has a great personality, yet they don't mingle much. They don't talk much. So they are a kind of enigma to the word, enigmatic personality, something that is kind of mysterious. Something that is kind of mysterious has an aura of mystery to it. So, these were all the words, the 15 essential words you must know. If you learn and use these 15 words, your English will improve significantly. Once you can confidently speak and use them in sentences, your fluency will be amazing. Your homework, to make sure you remember and use these words correctly, I have a small task for you. Write 2 sentences for each word we discussed today. This exercise will help reinforce what you've learned and make it easier to use these words naturally in conversation. Keep practicing, keep learning, and most importantly, keep speaking. That's it for today's lesson, 15 powerful words to boost your English fluency. I'll see you in the next lesson with more exciting words and tips. Until then, take care and bye.